saw Joe Hill last night, alive as you and me. Says I, but Joe, you're 10 years dead. I never died, said he. I never died, said he. The copper bosses killed you, Joe. They shot you, Joe, says I. Takes more than guns to kill a man, says Joe. I didn't die, says Joe. Sweet Sir Galahad came in through the window in the night when the moon was in the yard. Took her hand in his and shook the long hair from his neck. Then he told her she'd been working much too hard. It was true that ever since the day her crazy man had passed away to the land of poets' pride, she laughed and talked a lot with new people on the block, but always at evening time she cried. And here's to the dawn of their days. La la dee 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 dee. La da da. La dee 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 dee. La da da. She moved her head a little down on the bed until it rested softly on his knee. There she dropped her smile and there she sighed a while, told him all the sadness of those years that numbered 3. Well, you know, I think my fate's belated 'cause of all the hours I waited for the day when I'd no longer cry. Get myself to work by 8, but oh, was I born too late? Do you think I'll fail at every single thing I try? And here's to the dawn of their days. He just put his arm around her, and that's the way I found her 8 months later to the day. The lines of a smile erased the tear tracks upon her face, a smile that could linger, even stay. Sweet Sir Galahad went down with his gay bride of flowers, the prince of the hours of her lifetime. And here's to the dawn of their days, of their days.
Hello to all friends of the draft resistance revolution in America. Good evening. I hope it stops raining. One thing about the draft resistance that's different from other movements and revolutions in this country, in that we have no enemies. And it's one of the beautiful things about it. And to show that our hearts are in the right place, we'd sing a song for the governor of California, Ronald Reagan. He's a drugstore truck driving man, and he's the head of the Ku Klux Klan. When summer comes rolling around, we'll be lucky to get out of town. He's been like a father to me. He's like the only DJ you can hear after 3. And I'm an all-night singer in a country band. And if he don't like me, he don't understand. He's a drugstore truck driving man. He's the head of the Ku Klux Klan. When summer comes rolling around, we'll be lucky to get out of town. He's got him a house on the hill, and he can play country records till you've had your fill. And he's a lawman's friend, he's an all-night DJ. Sure don't think much like the records he plays. He's a drugstore truck driving man, and he's the head of the Ku Klux Klan. When summer comes rolling around, we'll be lucky to get out of town. He don't like resistance, I know, and he said it last night on a big TV show. And he's got him a medal that he won in the war. Weighs 500 pounds and it sleeps by the door. He's a drugstore truck driving man. He's the head of the Ku Klux Klan. When summer comes rolling around, we'll be lucky to get out of town. We'll be lucky to get out of town.
This next song is one we learned off a tape of a group called the Styx River Ferry, and it's kind of a theme song for resistance, but if you think about it, it's probably a good theme song for anybody. It's called I Live One Day at a Time, and I Dream One Dream at a Time. Yesterday's dead and tomorrow is blind, and I live one day at a time. Then you're surprised to see me back at home. You don't know how I miss you when you're gone. Don't ask how long I plan to stay. It never crossed my mind, 'cause I live one day at a time. Live one day at a time. I dream one dream at a time. Yesterday's dead and tomorrow is blind, and I live one day at a time.
There's a swallow flying across the cloudy sky, searching for a patch of sun. So am I. Don't ask how long I have to follow him. Perhaps I won't in time, but I live one
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for hanging around. We thought maybe we'd have a sunrise concert, but maybe we won't quite make it for that. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming far to carry me on home. Well, I looked over yonder, and what did I see? Coming to carry me home. So a band of angels were coming for me, coming to carry me on home. Swing low, swing low, sweet chariot, coming to carry me on home. Home. Amen.
The very beautiful Joan Baez.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.